Hi, I'm Louis Anderson. You know, I've been a Barry ZeVan, the weatherman fan since 1971. You know, recently I met Barry somewhere. I don't know if he was panhandling or what he was doing. I think he was doing the weather, but just outside. Well, you don't need to do the weather outside, you got to do it inside. Back in the day, he was the best weatherman ever, and he is still. So watch it. Barry ZeVan, the weatherman. Take it away, Barry.
Thanks, Louis, for this wonderful idea to do retro weather. Thank you for everything. Right now, it's time to thank Jimmy.
Barry ZeVan, the weatherman, has got a real nose for weather. And who would know better than me?
Thanks to Jimmy Durante for the wonderful, wonderful favor and being a fan, too, to do that promo. My nose, however, still hurts a little bit. Anyway, also we have a retro tie. I know that I wore this last week, but I wanted to mention it because it was made for me by a viewer long time ago. So thank you to the viewer, wherever she may be. That's kind of picking up on Jimmy, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you may be. So anyway, and that's respectfully said, by the way. Something also respectfully said is the weather in Paris during the sad Notre Dame fire 2 days ago. The weather played a great role in helping the firefighters put that flame out, those flames, I should say. There was no wind. The wind had died down, and the skies were clear. So, and of course, our hearts go out to the people of Paris and France, my father's home country. Anyway, right now, speaking of country, let's go to our country. The nation's high yesterday was 90 degrees down in Corizon Springs, Texas, and the low this morning, however, was 10 degrees, quite a difference, in Uinta, Utah. And in Uinta, they don't know it's not winter anymore. No, it's spring. But anyway, 10 degrees in Uinta, in the Wasatch Mountains out there. High pressure over the west is dictating all this cooler air, which is going to start sliding farther east. 59, the high today in Billings, 59 also in Seattle, Tacoma, and 74 down in LA, 79 in Vegas, with an 80-degree reading for a high today out in Phoenix. We have thunderstorms, however, in Dallas-Fort Worth. That's the symbol, by the way, for thunderstorms. You learn so much on this program. No. Anyway, 88 down in Fort Myers, and 80 degrees out in Atlanta. High pressure out over the Atlantic, just east of Georgia, is pulling up quite a bit of warm air. 69 in Chicago for the high today. 1 inch of rain almost in the Twin Cities this afternoon with heavy, heavy downpours, but that's moving out of the way thanks to this high pressure, and that's going to make one great Easter weekend for this part of the country. We have rain showers and 48 for the high today in Fargo, and also 71 in Pittsburgh, my hometown. 69 right now, or rather for the high today in Washington, D.C., and the high in Boston today was 57. We have an occluded front, which, am I allowed to say that on TV? Yeah, of course. An occluded front means the colder air coming in from the north, the warmer air coming up from the south and meeting, creating this frontal boundary from the low, which is over northwestern Iowa, down to this low over the Texas Panhandle, becoming a cold front into Mexico, drying things out down there and keeping them a little bit cooler than they normally are. We have a warm front, nice warm wave, all the way from the low in northwestern Iowa, all the way back to northern Pennsylvania, becoming a cold front, stemming out of a low which is far off into the Atlantic, which we can't see, but trust me. Anyway, we have all this warm air to the south of here, cooler air to the north, 59 degrees. The high today in Detroit with some rain shower activity because, of course, of the flow around this particular low, which has really, really moved all this moisture up from the south, 84 degrees. And muggy down in New Orleans, muggy, followed by Toogie, Waggy, and Thurgy once again. We have 57 degrees, as I said, in Boston. High pressure out over the Atlantic. It's going to continue to pump some warm air into the northeast. But our outlook for Easter weekend is phenomenal over much of the central part of the country, and we'll get to that. Let's take a look at the satellite imagery right now, showing the precipitation around the nation, and especially up in the midsection of the country around the Twin Cities. We can see some very heavy rain, which did occur today in this part of the country, and also to the south with the low pressure systems that we just showed on the map. Those are all moving farther east, and out to the west, as you can see, it's very, very dry. So good news for things drying out. In just a minute, or is that minute? 60 degrees tomorrow for a high in Bismarck, 56 in Alexandria, Minnesota, 52 in Duluth, 49 in Rochester, 56 tomorrow for the high in Des Moines, 49 with some shower activity in Madison tomorrow, 59 out here in Rapid City, and 60 degrees, as I said, in Bismarck. So why did you say it again? Because you felt like it. Okay, 45 is the temperature right now in the Twin Cities. Louis' hometown, 29.85 inches of mercury, the barometer, and it's steady. Humidity 92%, and winds north-northeast at 9 miles an hour. The sky is cloudy, and we have some showers. The extended forecast for Easter, things are going to be drying out. It's just going to be a fantastic week coming up all the way through, actually for next Tuesday or Wednesday, about a week from now. And it's wonderful for the Easter weekend, of course. The forecast for tomorrow is drier with a few showers. That's the symbol, by the way, for showers. Again, you learn so much on this program. The low tonight will be 40 degrees, the high tomorrow 51. Precipitation 40%, the 40% chance of precip. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles an hour, and the sun will rise at 6:26 and will set at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Finally, it's at 8 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Join us again, please, next week, and of course on YouTube all the time. Thanks again, and of course CCX Media. So, and please subscribe if you wish. If you don't wish, subscribe anyway. See you next week.